Building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And they'll run again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their 35-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Titans. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Cut 19. Back to 60. Back to 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Dunbar going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
A 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Dunbar. Blitz coming and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
60 Maverick.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down, it's Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check match. 60 Bobcat.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hawk 70.
Now Willis to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 11 now. Willis, he's going to let it go here for Hillman. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
18 Cardinal.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Let's go.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
off. Come on. Hey. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on third down, Dunbar. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set. Mustang 19. Read alert, read alert. 19, 5 years. Ready.
Going on fourth down, here's Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He's going to let it go here for Hillman. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Willis on 3rd down. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
In motion right is the tight end. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
18 Rumble, 18 left. Hey, pass. Drop 50, drop 50.
To throw on 2nd down. Dunbar. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
19 Lions.
On 1st and 10, Dunbar. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
19.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 4th down, Lawson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they try to get it all on one throw right there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Dunbar forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. Looking to throw. Dunbar. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off play action. Dunbar. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just have been in... They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. On 4th down, Lawson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on first down.
No doubt about that one, because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
Throwing on second and long. Willis. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Willis, third and long. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Fourth down, Willis. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Titans are going to take the lead. They'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw on second down. Lawson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
60 Bobcats. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Street, street.
Looking to throw. Lawson out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Lawson. He'll buy some time right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already had escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the jump. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Mustang 19.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Willis, he's going to let it go here for Hillman. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Back to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Titans,
They level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.